If you're watching this video, you're struggling to focus. You have a lot of work to do, a huge list of tasks, and somehow you're always behind. And you might have even tried a bunch of productivity hacks, but none of them seem to work. But before you even talk about productivity systems and hacks, you have to know whether you can sit down and do work. Let me give you a spoiler. In this video, I'm gonna be straight up with you. And you'll learn whether you're doing things that are killing your chances to focus and therefore waste time. And let me tell you, most solutions are pretty simple, but simple is not always easy. Hi, I'm Luis, and in this channel, I'm gonna teach you how to make back 20 hours per month to do things that you actually want to do. If that sounds good enough to you, hit the subscribe button. On a basic level, focusing demands discipline. And a lot of people like to say it has to do with passion, and sure, passion can help. But let me tell you, if you can't sit down and focus, you're gonna have a hard time achieving your goals. And without being able to focus, you're gonna waste time. And when you're wasting time, you're depriving yourself from important moments with important people doing things that you actually want to do. So you need to fix that. But what is it that you could be doing wrong? There's a hormone in your body that is largely responsible for your drive and motivation. Dopamine. In other words, you might have not realized this, but if you're struggling to be a go-getter, you have to ask yourself whether you're sabotaging yourself by messing up your dopamine levels. The easiest way to think about it is, am I doing tasks that are low effort, high reward? Let me give you a couple examples. Eating junk food, staying on your phone for hours, scrolling, watching porn, and so on. Now, what habits can you implement into your life to focus better, and what habits should you avoid? First off, don't use your phone last thing at night or first thing in the morning. When you're scrolling over there, every time you scroll, you get a dopamine hit. Every time you hit like, you get a dopamine hit. And that could be a real problem. If you use your phone first thing in the morning or last thing at night, and you say you're naturally unfocused, at least give yourself a chance to see if that is the real problem. Second, figure out how to put your phone on grayscale mode. And you might have realized that screens are a big problem. Yeah, so when you turn your phone from this shiny, vibrant thing into this black and white brick, you essentially allow yourself to forget about your phone. You're not interested anymore. Third, do hard things early. Knock off the most important and difficult task of the day first thing. It's that whole idea of eating the frog first thing in the morning. And the reason that matters is that when you do the hard thing first thing, you reset your dopamine threshold to actually be a lot higher. So for that day, you're going to be ready for tougher battles. You're going to be ready for tougher challenges because you already did the hardest thing first thing. Fourth, the preparation. So before you go to bed, set up a very annoying alarm clock, the sound, right? Because when that sound comes up in the morning, you're gonna get up to either turn that thing off because it annoys you or because you don't want to annoy your partner, your neighbors, and so on. But that goes even better with my next point, which is fifth. At night, put your phone far away from your bed because when that alarm goes off, you're gonna have to stand up to turn that thing off before it annoys everyone around you. And by implementing all of that, you should have the ground to actually start talking about time management and productivity systems and so on. Because without being able to focus, everything else will fall apart. This is the foundation. This is the skill before the skill. Hey Luis, is this list exhaustive? Of course not. But if you're not being mindful about your dopamine levels and your health overall, you're wasting time talking about productivity hacks. This comes first. And if you're watching up until this point, you know that this tough love is needed and it is for you, and you deserve to give yourself a chance to actually improve yourself, a real chance. And if this is helpful, like the video and subscribe so that YouTube knows to show you this stuff.